Hi folks, and welcome back to CNB. We've been taking you on a bit of a journey the last few weeks here on the program, haven't we? And I promised you that I'm going to take you to the various different manufacturing locations for Mercedes-Benz SUVs. And so this week we have left Rastatt behind. We had that GLA exclusive for you on the program last week. That was at the Rastatt plant in Germany. Went back to Stuttgart to the headquarters and then managed to get hold of one of these. And I have driven about 660 kilometers down into the southern part of Austria. Why am I here? Well, look around me folks. What you're seeing here is the massive facility which belongs to Magna-Steyr. It is the contract manufacturer that builds cars for various global automobile manufacturers. Mercedes-Benz, interestingly, has had a relationship with Magna-Steyr for this car since this car went into production. So way back in 1976 is when the alliance was formed. In 79 is when the production of the G-Wagon started. And that is what we are going to take you into today. So it's a very special look. It's the first time that we have an Indian film crew that's come in here into this plant in Graz. And it's going to be exciting. So I'm going to go towards Building 12. That's what they tell me is the main headquarters really for the production of the G-class. We began our journey with you all at Stuttgart, the home, the heart and headquarters of Mercedes-Benz. We then took you to Rastatt where the GLA is made, and now I've driven you down to Graz, the second largest city in Austria and the original home of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Magna has had a history of producing cars for brands like Saab, Aston Martin, Volkswagen and Jeep, and now makes the Peugeot RCZ, the Mini Countryman and Paceman, and has also been making the G-Wagon for Mercedes-Benz. I arrived at Building 12, the home of the G, and went straight into the production line. The production of the G-Wagon has been on since its introduction in 1979, and the car's appeal and design haven't changed much since, though it's been regularly updated when it comes to materials, drivetrains and other systems on board. It truly is a unique manufacturing operation, especially when you think about the context of Western Europe, because guess what? Even from a legislation point of view, tooling like this, which is highly manual and not robotized, is no longer allowed. So if you wanted to build a new product using this kind of tooling, you wouldn't get the legal permission. The reason this operation is still active is because it's been carrying on since 1979. It's the same product that's continuing till today. And that makes it pretty unique, isn't it? So it's not automated like most other plants you see in the West. And what you're seeing here in terms of the tooling has also been carried over from building number 12, which of course is where the G-Wagon was first housed. And it's quite amazing. All this talk, the rumors that keep coming up about this car retiring, well, it was only in 2013 that the operations have been expanded, and which is why all that tooling was moved physically into this new building. And yeah, you're going to have even more of them being produced now. The latest extension is till 2019. Yes, the G-Wagon will live on, as demand for the car is pretty much at its highest point ever, and the plant makes about 66 vehicles every day on 2 shifts. Now, the overall Magna-Steyr facility here employs about 8,000 people. 1,500 of those are dedicated to the G-Wagon production. The interesting fact, though, is that about 250 of those people have been working on this car for over 2 decades. And 50 of them, get this, have been working on it right since the start of production. I'm talking way back to 1979. A lot of them are now close to retiring, of course, but that's pretty impressive, working on the same product for so many years. Now, all through my visit, I have heard about the capability of the legendary G-Class, and even though I had driven the car for 6 hours already, I really wanted some more. I had driven into Graz from Stuttgart in a white G500. Now I've got myself a brown one, and we thought we'd switch things up just a little bit, get away from the production plant, and also start talking to you about the capability of this vehicle. It remains one of the most capable SUVs in the world, and definitely the most capable in the Mercedes-Benz lineup, that's for sure. And so it was only fitting to get away from the city and get up here into the mountains onto a forest trail. So we're on the Schokl mountain, close to Graz, and it's time to show you what the G can do. So let's get this baby off the road. Yep, and that's exactly what I did. The car is a revelation, really, and suddenly I was in Land Rover territory. Rock crawling, steep slopes and some mean surfaces. The G-Wagon handled it all. Helping me along were the 3 fully locking differentials and the monster 5.5-litre 380 horsepower engine. You know what? I know lots of people who would never pass up the opportunity to get onto a racetrack and burn some rubber. For me, it's got to be this. The great outdoors, a very capable car, and pretty much just go anywhere. And yes, that's what I could do all day long, really. The car not only climbed the mountain with aplomb, but came down even faster, and this was a massive surprise. Great fun. A day well spent, really. I hope you enjoyed the visit to Graz, Magna-Steyr, and yes, the Scherkel mountain too. Besides, of course, getting to know the G-class a little bit better.